English is not at all fat. I want to prove it. I can actually read something much faster than other people. I can actually demonstrate it. Watch this if you don't buy it. It's not my own opinion. No, I never repeated. Breaking news. I don't know. No, that's so not true. Opinion crosswords. Breaking news. I have no difficulty. I never actually hear anything about the Michigan governor more than once. You know, at the very beginning, I only watched the Aaron Burnett's, the beginning. No, why would you actually say that I didn't really know about the detail? That's a ridiculous argument. And after that, I stay away from any type of computer. I only actually watched the detail at once from the American TV. That's all I delivered. When my first experience from the Aaron Burnett was the very breaking news. There was nothing detailed about it. It was just simply said that there is a Michigan governor who was actually, allegedly really close to being kidnapped, and that was really it at the very beginning. I heard that, and I immediately turned it off, and because I had to actually do something else. That was really the thingy that I delivered. And after that, I never watched the simple news from other different sources. I've never heard about that. When that was actually, from a Korean TV channel, I didn't actually watch it at all, and I barely actually read anything from, any other media. No, I'm not lying. The rest of stuff, especially the bombs that were actually being detonated in order to actually distract the police, that I only heard once. Every single detail that I delivered by text message, I only heard once. I'm not lying. I only actually, hear and read something in English just once. It's really easy. I don't really need to think twice about any of them. Never hesitating. You want to see that? First, a vaccine approval, then chaos and confusion. I'm really great with seeing anything. No, I'm very accurate. As Donald Trump flouts and health concerns and flaunts of, Donald Trump actually left it and all the concerns surrounding his health condition, and he shows of his safety. I'm really in a good condition. I have never felt this much better. The news media truly ignores his own estimation and saying that there could be another danger. No. I'm really great with, a detail. At first trial, I got it. That's enough. Not really just a first, but second trial, I got it. But, third time, it's not really something. I mean, if you ever actually analyze it, my wrong answers and that kind of, very lackadaisical and reckless choices that were more likely first or the last one. Because I actually, normally hold my phone this way. I actually press something bottom, or I press something up. I mean, I couldn't actually control my impulse. That was really the end. You can actually see it. I really picture any English written sentences. Donald Trump truly mocks all the concerns about his transmissibility, and he actually, flaunts off, shows off his own health conditions. Then the media does exactly the opposite, saying, oh, we don't trust your own estimation. We consider you to be very dangerous. That's really the opinion. I don't need to repeat it. I had already done it. Proceso. Oh, I already had done everything. Why would you actually, want me to repeat it? That's really not true. 왜 자꾸 뭐 누르게 해? 안 해. The spirit from Halloween rises from dead again and again. The spirit from Halloween rises from dead again and again. I don't really need to repeat anything. No, I already had done it. I want to see you. Or Amazon, 1,400 jobs worth of load and carbon emission and all the negative aspects. The French region is split. That means that there is a massive debate going on. Are the Amazon's 1,400 jobs? 1,400 means 1,400. And if you're really American, you would say the 4,000, right? Are Amazon 4,000 jobs worth hosting in French region despite all the negativity? Think about it. The load trucks are coming in and going, and all the carbon emissions they would actually create. I can actually say that. Even at the cost of polluting. Oh, I'm not having any difficulty. It's very easy for me. I can easily get any sentence in a similar way. I'm not really slower than I can never have any difficulty. CEO's rediscovery of the family dinner table as one finds its own true meaning in the family dining together once more at night, gathering together to have a meal at the end of the day as a closing the day event. There's a significance in it. It's really easy. Chief Executive Office. I really need to. I really see like picture. To say something immediately, I really have no. No. I have never done that. No, there is no blinking. I never miss a single problem. I'm good on it, so I have never. It's hard to actually count it. I have never missed anything. It's really annoying to be surrounded with that kind of suggestion. I have never missed a single thing. Let's try to count it if you don't buy it. Airline air miles programs are definitely intended to create profitable profits. Are you the rarest loser? One of the rarest loser who would never enjoy anything? Private schools now hold a new attraction for rich parents. Private schools right now use different, they're actually selling their appeals by finding their way into the rich parents' hearts. They just simply wanted to get into the hearts of people saying, oh, send your kids to our school. Even though tuition would be expensive, there will be greater in return. They actually create another allure. It would be irresistible. A challenge to real estate commissions against grounds means any type of tackle against the real estate commissions given to realtors in case they actually find houses on behalf of you finally sounds very convincing. It's really easy. Eine Herausforderung gegen diese Kutas, Maklers Kutasi. Endlich findet etwas sehr überzeugend. Ja, müssen sie zahlen, Kutas. Wenn Makler ein Haus zugunsten ihnen gefunden hatte, oder? This is called a makler's kutas. Yeah, kutas. That's a French, but even in German, kutas. Commissions. Yeah. When you're a realtor, when a realtor is a person who's been registered to work in the real estate industry. Realtor. Have you ever actually watched in Jeopardy? An Apprentice. Especially the season 1, there is a woman named Katrina from Florida. She was at the time a realtor. Realtor is a person who's been licensed to trade houses. They're the one who are going to pick a house on behalf of you. If there's any foreclosed house, they're going to actually go on and jump in the auction, make sure to get this house. And if they ever actually, let you buy this house, you need to pay a service charges. That's called real estate commissions. But now there is a reasonable ground to tackle this real estate commissions. There is a reasonable ground. Up until now, if someone is licensed to perform it in that way, then we cannot actually say, oh no, I don't want to actually pay this money. I don't want to actually give you additional charges. It's too expensive. But you know what? It is becoming much more convincing and persuasive. There's a legal protection on behalf of customers and clients who actually feel they would never be protected, well serviced by these people. Then the real estate commissions can be renegotiable. It's really acceptable, and it's right now gaining ground means it right now increases its ground for persuasion. It means it gains ground literally means it's getting convincing. It's increasing its power of cogency. It makes a little bit of more sense legally. You can actually have a different venues to protect your perspective. How will we actually say gains ground? It makes a sense. It's actually it's increasing its power when it comes to persuasion game. It could actually you could bring this case to the core to sell your opinion. Then there will be legal protections that could actually stand on behalf of you. I would like to actually paraphrase it this way. I don't know. Increases the terrain. I really know it. Gains of ground means, it's really acceptable. It's a really, how do we actually say that? Gains of ground. It's a power, it's a growing when it comes to the persuasion game. Its influence somehow enlarges the terrain. That means it's more likely to be heard, or even, think about it. If the precedent is, if you ever challenge someone else's service saying, oh, your service quality was worse than I expected, those I can never pay you any single penny in the name of commissions. Then your realtor can bring this case to court saying, oh, my client all of a sudden did do about face, so I hadn't received nothing. This is really a violation of the contract. Then you have no chance to win the case. But now, because of this type of a legal adaptation, you can even think of winning the case. There is a much greater chances that would favor the client who would actually feel somewhat dissatisfied with this service provider realtors, so he or she does not want to pay the realty commissions. Realty fees. Your realty fees are automatiques. Realty fees. Coûte d'archi. En français, ça s'appelle coûte d'archi. Och det är verkligen andersen än det tror jag så att det var då. Dann die Maklerquote wird niedrig gezahlt und das kriegt keine gesetzliche Probleme. Das wäre möglich, Das wäre möglich, wird Gain the Ground. Das Familie hat eigene Angelegenheit zu überzeugen, dieses justikative System. Das wäre möglich. Normalerweise alles wird ein bisschen freundlich für Makler in Eigentum, Verhandlung. Handlung ist das so. Handel. Echt. Well. Your writing is not legible, go on. Yelp says it will more pages of businesses accused of racism. What does that mean? Yelp is really the customer service which offers ratings and the evaluation of restaurants and dining services, right? But it says that it will adopt a system allowing a recognition of businesses who might have been accused of treating people not equally based upon the racial backgrounds. Yelp says it is going to flag the pages with the red flags in the case of the president holding certain dining services accountable for discriminating people based upon their own complexion colors. Right? That's what it is. I don't really need to think about it. Yelp announces it's a plan that it is going to ratify any diners or catering services who had a history of discriminating people based upon ethnicities are under suspicion of racism. Yelp is basically an evaluation service like a Rotten Tomato for a movie. If you ever actually had a dining out experience, if you actually had a dinner at a certain restaurant, or if you ever actually had a brunch at fine dining service. You can actually give a 5 stars or 3 stars. You can actually, rate their service, right? If you ever star them. But this type of rating service announces as a plane, it will also provide a specified complaints given from different customers. For instance, if there is a burger place which actually is notorious for mishandling people based upon their complexion or races, then this could also be indicated. There will be a red flag. There will be a certain notification saying this place is under suspicion of racism. Like this. I don't really need to think about it. In the wake of the coronavirus, there is no tourists at all. If no tourist comes, I have a problem with my business. I don't have any business. If you were actually working in the hospitality industry, or if you're actually having your business thriving in the dining or lodging sector, the bed and breakfast sector, then that's a trouble. Coronavirus completely shuts down the tourist industry. There is no change. No government subsidy would ever actually revive this moribund industry temporarily. The nearest tourism crisis is really serious. Well, I kind of actually didn't. 내가 못 본 게 아니라 뭐 켜진지는 모르고 그냥 있었어. 똑같은 걸 또 봤어. I only saw what I saw once more. I'm not lying. I actually saw. Because at first my eyes were finding, but I actually saw what's underneath it. What I saw already. I'm not actually, I have never actually wasted any moment, but I saw this twice, because it was right on the spot. I'm so sorry, I just actually, I didn't waste any breath. There was a panic in the parking lot for cash. Parking lot is a place where you can park a car. There is a serious panic because of the cash. You have to feed your meter. If you ever park your car, you have to feed a meter, or otherwise you're going to be charged with penalties if you don't actually pay a proper amount of money by feeding or inserting enough amount of money to pay off the charger, right? So feed the meter. That's called a meter, right? You have to feed the meter, or you have to actually purchase a coupon, or you have to actually redeem the service. Otherwise, the parking lot would no longer be usable by you. Or you're going to actually pay late fees if you do not actually lay down the cash. No, I never. Value stocks may offer best prospects in the emerging market. These highly selective and very valuable and highly appreciated and estimated stocks probably offer really great prospects or future possibilities and potentials in the emerging markets. Emerging markets are not fully developed countries that are really performing well. The emerging market, the Middle East, or China, or the Southern West, or Southern East Asia. And where would that be? I don't know. Finding the right path in an up and down market. I have no up and down. I can actually see things much faster than other people. You want to see it? You know how quickly I can actually see it? Let's try to see it. Majority of customers still prefer shopping in person, even if that means they need to completely secure themselves apart from the rest of people. They need to actually maintain the social distance. They can no longer actually get to someone else, or their shopping choice in a shop would be very much limited. It would never be the same as they used to have before. The corona definitely affected people's shopping habits. They can't even actually go on shopping, but their shopping freedom has been chopped up to half, right? They had to maintain the distance. They need to go through all the chaotic measures, right? Using hand sanitizer, wearing masks. They need to actually keep the complete distance from the rest of people. They need to actually wait in a long line, so only a few people can come in. This type of strict screening and the rest of cumbersome interruptions would never stop people who are still really having a penchant for shopping in person. Significance. Elliot Brody, top Donald Trump campaign manager, accused of abusing his position to meddle in the foreign affairs, faking his significance in the White House. That's really the reason he is currently charged with the foreign influence accusation. He's been actually acting like a spy. I mean, not really spy, but who just really wants to contact foreign agent with no legitimacy as it representing the United States government. How to use your heart and head to hack your personal finance. Hack here means, make success. How to actually make a balance. How to actually, achieve a genius trick in your personal finance. How to actually remain solvent in the midst of difficulty while enjoying your life. This is really kind of, doing two things at once. Those two things are really incompatible. But you still actually manage to achieve it. That's a hack. That kind of situation we call it a genius trick. How to be very ingenious, in a traditional sense. How to be ingenious in your personal finance. Using your head and heart. Compassion and reason all together. Wie zu nutzen ihr eigenes Herz und ihr eigener Koffer. So balancieren ihr eigene Finanzen. Nicht wirtschaftlich ruinieren. Nicht zu ruinieren ihre eigene Wirtschaft. Wie zu nutzen Herz und Koffer. 당연히 이해하죠. 핵이라는 거는 genius 핵은 되게 좋은 뜻이 이런 때는 뭐냐면 아주 ingenious. I mean, in the traditions, hack, literally, this is a really kind of tip. How you can actually tide over the difficulty without tightening your belt. You can actually enjoy your life, but still manage to keep your balance, keep your budget in the black ink, not in the red ink. How would you actually do two things at once? This is a hack. 그런 걸 하기는 아주 좋은 기말한 방법. How cuts to the Sweden's social welfare led to a wave of deaths in the nursing care senior facilities. It means, what cuts? Can I paraphrase it? How a significant abatement in the social welfare program And Sweden somehow brought about a round of deaths. How in the first place did people actually, experience more death? Just because of the cut in the social welfare. No, I don't really need to have any difficulty, because if you ever actually want me to paraphrase it once more, I can do it. Why in the first place did more people die? Just simply because there is a discount in the social welfare allocation. The Swedish government refused to hand out more money to senior citizens staying in nursing homes. How in the first place they would have simply died in the wake of the coronavirus just because of this discount? Why decrease in the social welfare distribution somehow immediately bore drastic results? A round of deaths. Mm-hmm. Remember there used to be an airport spa or in a bathing place where even actually you can take a shower, or even for luxurious VIP customers and clients, there would be a 24-hour hotel inside the airport, right? These type of luxury lounges now change their identity because now it's a coronavirus testing center. You can no longer find this debating place, which would be the epicenter of the coronavirus in operation. So many of this type of amenities, they're actually, somehow used as a coronavirus center. Either they just want to let people go through the testing. Yeah, if you ever actually really need to go through a coronavirus test, you can simply drop by this spa or sauna or public bathing place, right? So easy. There's Emerson Collective pulls out. It's really easy. I don't really need to. I rarely forget any type of expression like this. Shell out, forking out, coughing out. Fancy cars of fine dining, luxury goods tie into the clothing. Thriller is forking out and coughing up and shelling out cash. Why can't I say do? To me, I'm actually really great with eating. Shell out, fork out, cough off.